Want to see something cool? So these are some of the impressions that we have received. If I take two to compare, you can see that the canal is very, very different from each other. They are of a different size, and the outer ear is very different as well, because they're from two different people. We've received many impressions from all around the world, and our job is to make sure each and every pair of IEMs sound and feel great. Hi, I'm Aaron, Head of R&D at FATfreq. Let me take you through our design considerations when designing Babyfreq and what that means for you. Everything about Babyfreq starts with the shell. Traditional IEMs are made with hard resin. They look great, but drop them on the floor and they might crack. So we went a different way. Babyfreq is the world's first 3D printed silicone customs. Silicone flexes and takes abuse. Doesn't crack the way resin does. But here's the interesting part. The flexibility isn't uniform. We deliberately vary it across the body of the shell. The main body stays rigid to hold the acoustics in place, to keep everything the way we tuned it. But the nozzle, the part that touches your canal, is soft and malleable. So when your jaw moves, when you're singing or directing, when your ear canal changes shape in real time, the nozzle moves with it instead of fighting it. Fun fact, this actually won us a 6-figure research grant. We had to spend a long time working on how rigid the shell was to make it comfortable and easy to wear. In addition, the malleable nozzle allows the Babyfreq to seal deeper, reducing something called the occlusion effect. When you seal your ears against cartilage, your own voice, your own footsteps, and your own chewing reverberates and gets boosted through conduction. You can try it yourself. It's that boomy head in a barrel feeling when you cover your ears and talk. Every performer knows it. Sealing against bone instead of cartilage cuts down the vibration dramatically, as that region is stiff. However, the bony region is quite deep inside the ear and sensitive. Press a hard shell against it, and it starts to ache. So manufacturers stop short and seal against the outer soft cartilage, because that's an easy place to stop. But because our Babyfreq silicone nozzle is soft, we can extend right down to the bony region without it digging in or hurting, preventing the occlusion effect while still being comfortable. That's what we call the Babyfreq Signature Fit. Let me introduce you to the Babyfreq collection. The original Babyfreq houses a single dynamic driver, punchy, cohesive, simple. For Babyfreq 2, we added a balanced armature driver for more separation and clarity. With the 3, we made a very specific choice about how it should sound, based on the feedback of our touring musicians. We built the Babyfreq 3 around clarity and transparency. This is achieved by arranging every frequency in the right place, so you can get what you need to catch your own pitch. Babyfreq 3 features a wide soundstage, so nothing feels stacked on top of each other, and just a touch of low end, so you feel the kick and thump without being overwhelmed. We use 3 precision balanced armature drivers in a proprietary 3-way configuration, such that frequencies fire in phase into your eardrum. It is especially useful when monitoring multi-instrument mixers in a live setting. Over the years, one request kept coming back from musicians. Can you make my customs open back? If you've ever listened to a pair of open back headphones, you'll understand why. They sound more natural, more spacious, and makes you feel more connected to the mix. That's exactly what many musicians want too, especially in venues where hearing the audience is part of the performance. In fact, that's the reason you'll see many musicians wearing only one side of the IEM. They're not doing it because the other side isn't working. They're doing it to hear the room, the audience, and the natural ambience around them. The challenge is that traditional IEMs are designed to do the exact opposite. They are built to isolate. To create the open, natural presentation, you need a vent. But the same vent lets stage noise back into your ears, sacrificing the isolation you rely on. So instead of choosing one or the other, we made it adjustable. That's what NOAHmini is, an open back system that lets you choose from 3 listening experiences, depending on where you're performing. Sealed for maximum isolation on loud stages, semi-open for a balance of awareness and isolation, and open back for the most natural, spacious presentation when you want to feel connected in a live or studio environment. With this new technology, we're able to bring one of the most loved qualities of a high-end open back headphone into a custom IEM, while still letting you switch back to full isolation whenever you need it. Here's the biggest advantage of 3D printing that most people never get to see. So this is our 3D expert, Kyle. He scans, he sculpts, and he prints.
Aaron, can you tell us more about 3D printing and what are the benefits over the traditional methods?
So traditionally, we will have to make the shells using acrylic. So we pour the UV acrylic into a reverse mold, and then from there we will cast the shell using the UV light. But because it's all handmade, right, very manual, so the thickness of the shell is usually not uniform. So but right now with 3D printing, we can get the shell to be the same thickness throughout. So the strength and everything is better. If the fit is not great, you can edit it and then we can send it to the printer in probably a few minutes. Every year is different, not just on the outside, but internally as well. That means if you simply took the same acoustic design and placed it into every custom shell, each person will hear a different sound signature. With traditional manufacturing, you're largely limited to adapting the shell around a fixed internal design. But with CAD and 3D printing, we can go much further. For every single Babyfreq tree, we redesigned the internal acoustic network specifically for your ear. That includes the sound tubes, the venting, and the airflow pathways. Everything is optimized around your individual ear geometry. The goal is to ensure every customer hears the same tuning we intended, regardless of how unique their ears are. By customizing the internals and not just the shell, you're able to achieve a level of consistency that simply wasn't possible before. Babyfreq 3 represents what we've learned from years of building custom in-ear monitors, bringing together comfort, reference-grade accuracy, and an adjustable open-back presentation. If you'd like to experience Babyfreq for yourself, visit our showroom to try them. Have your ear impressions taken, and design a pair that's uniquely yours. And while you're here, you'll get to see how every FATfreq custom is brought to life. We're happy to have you.